Hello, everybody. This is Theodore with Lies of the Devil YouTube channel. It's exposing lies of the devil to protect people from wicked individuals and wolves at the pulpit and fake Christians. Yes, I said that. Fake Christians that do not obey God. And I'm trying to protect people from heartache. Okay, that's what this is all about. This video about Kent Hovind, it's a letter from him while he was in prison. Let me backtrack. If you remember, if you haven't seen the video, the interview, please go listen to it. Interview, man who visited Kent Hovind in prison. His name was Kevin. He visited Kent while he was in New Hampshire prison for a year. Okay, this letter I'm about to read is a letter Kent gave Kevin years ago. Okay, and it's just going to show you that Kent, not only does he have people lie so that he can fish for information, so he condones lying, but also that he has people break the law for him, and it looks like Kent was still hiding and transferring money while he was in prison. Let's go to this. Dear Mikey, this is Kevin was supposed to read this and he didn't. That's the thing. He was supposed to read this to this guy named Mikey out loud. So Kevin was a middleman to pass on information to Kent's people that are helping him break the law. I need some help. I don't know who to turn to, but God laid you on my heart. There may be nothing to this, but I have a gut feeling that Paul Hansen is not being honest with CSE funds for legal defense. No honor among thieves, that's what it sounds like. I do not know who has the website passwords, but here is what I would like you to do if you are willing. 1, check the website for any references to sending legal defense funds to Paul and change them to send them to my account in Iowa. What does that mean? I don't know. There may be some old updates that say this or even something in the legal defense section. I've never seen the site, so I don't know. Get with Hal and change what is needed so Paul does not have access to change or edit the site in any way. Please ask Hal to keep this quiet. I need Paul to finish this legal battle. I need a trustee I can trust. 1 Timothy 6:10. I have never seen an accounting of the funds. How much have you sent him? Just change the passwords. So time out. When Kent says, how much have you I have never seen the accounting of the funds. Kent Hovind was getting all sorts of money from Ernie, from all kinds of people in his commissary fund, in his commissary account. So he would ask his family, okay? He would ask Eric or them, hey, I need $100 in my commissary, whatever it is. So he lived like a king while he was in prison. Not only was prison a cakewalk, but he was getting all kinds of money to get whatever he wanted while he was behind bars in the commissary account. So, and he's such a liar, you can't believe anything this guy says. I have never seen an accounting of the funds. How much have you sent him? Just change the passwords. Please mail me a copy of the new passwords to the site and sandwich it in with some other stuff. Okay? And then right here in pen, explain to Todd to please boomerang or something like that. I don't know what that is. But Kevin was telling me that Kent always used code words to help to break the law. He'd always use code words to have other people break the law, and he tried to get Kevin to break the law numerous times. And when Kevin found that out, he kind of, that's when he called me and was like, "Man, now I'm understanding." I have struggled for years to understand the biblical way to structure a ministry so the Alpha Gang leaves me alone. My wife will be thrilled if I get away from Glenn 100%. This is Glenn Stoll. Glenn Stoll is indicted. He's getting federal charges, right? He's going up against the federal government for tax evasion. And Glenn Stoll is he's heavily involved in what's going on at CSE with Ernest Land. So my wife wants me to get away from Glenn 100%, but I can't during this battle. Pray for me to have wisdom about all this. If you know what I should do, please tell me. Kent doesn't listen to anybody. Everybody's been warning him forever. You can always send me info via Kevin if you are concerned about safety. He visits every other month. I don't know if you can do this without raising Paul's radar, but can you contact him and say, I've been a major donor to Kent? See, asking this man to straight up lie to fish for information. This is what Kent does. He has people spy. Okay, when he says he doesn't, he's a liar. Go to Paul and ask him, I've been a major donor to Kent's legal defense fund and am considering another sizable donation, but I'd like an accounting of where the money has been sent so far. How much is left and what bank is it in? Be sure it is clear on the website that the funds are not to be sent to Paul, but do the changes quietly and direct them to my Iowa account. Now, I'm going to show you something here. I think it's very ironic. Adolf Hitler was a tax evader. That's right. Adolf Hitler was a tax evader. Tax evasion was not by any stretch of the imagination one of Hitler's biggest crimes, but for such a despicable man, every single act of felony counts as valuable information for the history books. In light of this, it was revealed decades after the end of World War II and Hitler's demise that the Third Reich dictator had spent several years evading taxes during his regime. In other words of Klaus-Dieter Dubin, a retired Bavarian notary who discovered the tax secrets, Hitler was constantly challenging tax office rulings. Sounds very, very familiar, doesn't it? I think it does. So in this, right here, in this video playlist, okay, Liar the Devil, Kent Hovind, Wolf in Sheep's Clothing, here's the interview with Kevin right here. And then I'm going to play you right here, audio. Kent's CEO knows we all know he's hiding money. I'm going to play you audio of Kent's CEO and his lawyer, J.R. Hughes, who's a board director. They all know Kent is hiding and transferring money, doing the same thing that landed him in prison the first time. And they're not speaking up again. They're not speaking up about it because they'll get thrown into prison with Kent if they come out.
Kent's only legal ramifications are the things he will try to hide. For example, if they can catch Kent taking donations and not turning them into the ministry, and not going on the record with it, that would be harmful to him. There are many things they could do to manipulate Kent to catch him personally in acts that we all know he's doing. There are many things they could do to manipulate Kent to catch him personally in acts that we all know he's doing. JR is well aware of what's going on with Kent. He knows the whole inside of what could be happening, what probably is happening. But he continues to put me in a position or tell me to be in a position to maintain deniability truthfully. So like if you call me up and start to tell me something, I'm a lot like Kent in that way. I want deniability. I want to be able to truthfully go on a lie detector and say I really didn't know, 100% that that's what was going on. I have to be. I suspect that's going on. I didn't know that was going on. And that's the position I have to be in many of the things that I see Mary and Kent involved in.
Mary and Kent. Mary was Kent's second wife. Cindi Lincoln is now his third wife. And he's probably going to be divorcing his third wife here very soon. Just telling you that right now. I think that it's right it's right around the corner. 1 Timothy 5:8. But if any provide not for his own, and especially of those of his own house, he hath denied the faith and is worse than an infidel. Okay? What does that mean? It means to provide monetary funding, but it's to provide love. It's to provide security. It's to provide a godly household for your wife and children to live in. Okay? Kent Hovind destroyed his family on purpose, married his second wife, Mary Tocco, almost destroyed her life, is on his third wife, basically destroyed her life. She's getting ready to leave at any moment. I guarantee you. Okay? This guy is worse than an infidel, people. He's worse than an infidel. 1 John 2:4. He that saith, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments, is a liar, and the truth is not in him. What does that mean? Listen, we all sin. It happens. Okay? It happens that you just sin. You tell a white lie. Some things you go throughout the day that you don't realize, and you go, man, I that was not right for me to do. Okay? It happens. But for someone to continually break God's commandments and to continually lie and to continually fornicate and to continually commit adultery and tell other people it's okay to commit adultery, which Kent does. Okay? For somebody to continually do that, there's something wrong with them. There's something very wrong with them. Galatians 5:19 through 5:21. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry. Okay? People that are worshiping Kent as an idol. Okay? You are committing one of the filthiest things that your flesh can manifest. Witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies, envyings, murders, drunkenness, revelings, and such of the like, of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in past time, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of heaven. Okay? People lie and they say, oh, I'm full of hatred. I'm not full of hatred. You know what I'm doing? I'm trying to warn other people of what's going on with Kent. And people are waking up. That's not hateful. That's loving other people so that they don't get hurt. You know what's hateful is letting them fall into the pit. What's hateful is not telling my neighbors that there's a wolf eating chickens and that they need to make sure that their backyard's secure. Okay, that's hateful. Anyway, Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ which strengtheneth me. John 8:32, ye shall know the truth, and the truth will make you free, and the truth is the Lord Jesus Christ.